Welcome to the Jay Martin Show. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jay. I'm an investor. I'm just looking for the smartest home for my cash, maybe just like you. And if that's the case, I think you're going to enjoy what we do here. Now, today is a special announcement. On Saturday, June 17th, in only 2 days, we're going to launch a series on the YouTube channel. That's one new video a day for 5 days, focused on the highest quality exposure that I can find right now in the gold and silver sector. Okay, so this is not investment advice, but I am a shareholder of every company we're going to showcase, and I'm happy to tell you why. Not investment advice. You are responsible for your investment decisions. I am responsible for mine. But we're going to kick this off on Saturday, June 17th with not a mid-tier gold producer or a junior miner, but actually a CEO who I've got a ton of respect for, Randy Smallwood at Wheaton Precious Metals. Now, the reason I want to talk to Randy is because I'm watching the central bank gold buying right now with a lot of interest. Now, you may recall, if you watch the gold sector, the end of 2022, Q4, we saw record central bank gold acquisitions to the tune of setting 50-year records. 399 tons of gold, physical gold, was acquired by central banks. And the big question was, would that trend continue into 2023? Now, I looked at the geopolitical factors, all the chaos and uncertainty that was likely inspiring in the currency wars that were inspiring these gold acquisitions, and thought none of this has changed. Why would the gold acquisitions slow down? And sure enough, they did not. Q1 of 2023, we saw another record set. Actually, gold acquisitions from central banks Q1 2023 over Q1 2022 were up 176%, again setting records. And historically, like over the last sort of 6-8 years, a lot of the central bank gold buying has been done by BRICS nations or BRICS allied nations, not exclusively, but largely. Q1 2023, Singapore actually led the way, purchasing over 69 tons. Meaning that since the end of 2022, Singapore has increased their physical gold holdings by 45%, which is a material change in their reserves. And they're not alone. Many countries doing the exact same thing, making material changes to the makeup of their currency reserves. Now, this gets me back to why I wanted to chat to Randy, because that love for physical and the price of physical gold responding. I mean, we've touched all-time highs sort of 3 times, 2050, 3 times in the last, in the near-term history. But the equities in the gold and silver sector have not received that love, aside from the world's largest royalty and streaming companies like Wheaton Precious Metals, which is at all-time highs, Cisco Gold Royalties, all-time highs, Franco-Nevada, all-time highs. So I wanted to talk to Randy because he just got back from 2 weeks. He's always in the road, but he just got back from 2 weeks on the road marketing Wheaton throughout Asia and Europe. And I wanted to find out, where's the new money coming from? Where are his buyers coming from? And he filled me in that upwards of 30% of the investor meetings he's taken right now are completely new money with no exposure to the precious metals sector yet. So, why haven't the major producers like Barrick and Newmont received this capital yet? They're still sitting 30% but below all-time highs, and the mid-tier producers are still smashed at near lows, right? So that's my opportunity. We'll get to that in a minute. But my suspicion is that even though the macro fundamentals point towards gold as the safe haven that the biggest money in the world, central banks and some very large institutions, want to go towards right now, the world is still too risk averse to make bets on the miners. When you look at the inflation of input costs or just the speculative nature of earlier stage companies in the precious metals sector. But I don't care about near-term volatility, right? So right now I am looking at mid-tier gold producers producing upwards of 150,000 ounces per year with a clear path to 500,000 and a vision to 1 million ounces per year, because these companies right now are getting absolutely no love from the market, which is my and your opportunity. My second guest on Sunday, June 18th, is Cam Currie. Now, Cam's been on my show once before, but Cam doesn't do a lot of media. He's not a public figure, so you may not have heard of him before. But in Vancouver, British Columbia, which is largely the epicenter of junior mining finance, Cam's an absolute legend, and everybody knows his name, even if they don't know him personally. He's one of the most influential financiers in the junior mining business. Now, over the course of 18 months building a relationship with Cam, he'll now come on and do my show and chat the gold market with me, which I really, really appreciate it, because his insights are second to none. And I always want to know where Cam is allocating capital. So that is interview 2 in the gold series. Interview 3, 4, and 5 on the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, June 19th, 20th, and 21st will be OreZone Gold, Vizsla Silver, and Calibre Mining. Now, the reason I'm sitting down with these 3 CEOs is because both OreZone and Calibre hit that sweet spot for me, right? They're junior producers with a clear path to growth, lots of exploration upside, lots of optionality, but the market doesn't care right now. That allows me to scale in, and I am, week after week, right? I'm just dollar cost averaging into these companies with absolutely no competition. Now, investors get really frustrated when, specifically precious metals investors get frustrated when the equities prices are as depressed as they are right now. But I love it. I love it because I can patiently buy whatever I want without any competition. And as soon as you find that you're chasing share prices, the boat's already left. You missed it, all right? Now, every bull market starts in stealth mode. That was a key lesson I learned from Cam Currie, one of our guests on this gold series. And I believe right now we are in stealth mode. How long will stealth mode last? I don't know. Frankly, I don't care because I watch the record-breaking acquisition of Physical, knowing it inevitably impacts the price, which it has, right? And will continue to do so. And eventually that trickles down to the equities. It doesn't have to happen tomorrow for me, right? It doesn't have to. That's what being a long-term value investor is all about. I'm not a trader. I don't care what happens this quarter, to be honest with you, all right? I'm building my position right now. By the time the market's hot, I'm not gonna be buying anymore, right? Now is the time for somebody like me who likes to get in first to acquire. And Vizsla Silver, I didn't talk about them, but they're sitting on right now the world's largest undeveloped silver deposit. And if you look at their near-term drill results, I tend to think it's possible that we're just beginning to understand what they're truly sitting on. I'm a big fan of the CEO, Michael Konnert. I'll let you make up your own mind. The interview's coming out next week. But OreZone Gold, Vizsla Silver, Calibre Mining make up interviews 3, 4, and 5. I've titled this the highest quality exposure you can find in the gold and silver sector. You don't have to agree with me, all right? But I'm excited to show you why. So watch out, hit subscribe. Make sure if you do, then you'll get a notification every time we put out a video. But these videos are coming out June 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, and 21 this Saturday. As always, I have to call this out. I write a weekly newsletter. See, I interview 3 guests for my podcast and YouTube channel every week. And although I manage my own money and a portfolio of early stage companies, I don't write about managing money. I write about managing my mind. And what I write about is the heuristics and biases and blind spots that penalize and reward investors. And understanding the psychology of decision making is what really drives the market. And so that's what I write about. Every week, I give a psychology lesson on behavioral economics as it relates to investors. I believe this is the most important tool in every investor's toolkit, is managing your mind. Hit that link beneath this video to subscribe to my weekly essay every Sunday, and it will hit your inbox. Make sure you hit subscribe to this YouTube channel so you'll get notifications about our gold series starting this Saturday. I can't wait to publish this stuff. The interviews were amazing, and I know you're going to enjoy them. All right, until next time, thank you.